Well, hey, everyone. How is it going? Get you some light. How's it going? As you can see in my thumbnail, I picked up one of the best things ever, and it is this beautiful, look at all that junk. Look at that mid-century modern. I'm sorry, the lighting's horrible, but it's yellow and black floral mid-century modern chair. It is absolutely gorgeous. I did pay up. I paid $100. I'm sorry. I have so much redness under my nose right now. And now that I point it out, you'll definitely see it. But it's my allergies and I can't figure out how to keep it from happening. And there's not enough makeup in the world to cover this redness. So there's that. But I got another haul for you. Yes, I'm in the same clothes as my previous haul because it's the same day. I just finished that. I kind of finished, it was like a little work with me. But anyway, I've went to several thrift stores. I need to kind of just get through this and get things listed because that's the one thing I have. I have lots of inventory and I have a money pile and I'm not listing like I should be. So I need to crack down on that and get things going. So let me just show you what I got besides this beautiful chair that, yes, I paid up for, but I think I'm gonna make double my money on it, at least. So, okay. This first item is a $4 item I got. They did turn this into a planter, and I'm gonna keep this, it's for me. So, it's gonna be a planter on my front porch. Okay, I got, let me think here. I'm trying to think which store I got this in, is where I'm trying to think. Okay, I got this at Bag of Bargain. So let me find my Bag of Bargain. You know what? I only got one thing at Bag of Bargain. Yes, indeed. Yes, I only got one bag at Bag of Bargain. Can you even believe it? That's right, because I was like highly disappointed in myself. Okay, so, and I don't think I kept my cost of goods under $1. We'll see. I might have to usually I just divide it out by however many items I got. But in this one, I might have to actually give a couple things a higher cost of goods. But I'm actually collecting these old tooled belts for a project I'm going to work on in the winter time. I saw this really cool, they got recycled wood and they made kind of like a wall plaque. And then what they did is they made a Christmas tree design out of old tooled belts. So I'm kind of finding them that are junky, but I want to give it new life. So they actually had one. These kind of are hard to find in certain places. So, and see, I wipe my nose and I can't help it, guys. I just can't help it. So I'm so sorry. Flannel shirts. This is just a Walmart, but you guys know I collect flannel shirts for my big end of the year flannel shirt sale. This is a Christopher and Banks flannel shirt, size small. I might actually list that one online. Here's a vintage white stag, which is Walmart, size large. Look at that tag, definitely vintage. Purple and white, 3/4 sleeve. And I actually want to try this for myself. It's getting ready to rain out, so I had to shut my door. This is a really pretty J. Crew size large sweater. Look at that. And the whole back is a different color, which I like. It's in great condition. Here is a Crown and Ivy Petite XL. I thought this was so cute. I do really well with Crown and Ivy dresses. A lot of times they're super pretty. This is 100% rayon. And it's just super pretty. I love green and blues and pinks. Very cute. This is a very cool vintage Bonworth. But look at this. What size is this? It says it's a medium. It would be totally oversized. Look. Embroidered cats on it. Look at that. That is the cutest. Yeah, it says it's a medium, but I'm thinking it would fit me, and I'm a large XL. So that definitely needs to be washed. And then I got 2 puzzles. 1,000-piece. Oh, I had an ornament too that May just broke. Nope, he didn't break. He's gonna go on my vintage ornament tree. So 2 puzzles that they were gonna ask $3 for a piece. These are the Cobble Hill, which is a good puzzle brand. So what I do with the puzzles is I actually need to get back at it. I had started this year strong. I put them together because I love puzzles. And then after I know all the pieces are there, I bump up the price, you know, make double my money or whatever, and put them back into my flea market booth and sell them. I have a couple in my booth right now that I recently put together at the first of the year. The puzzles do sell online, but I find that they move better in my flea market booth, so that's what I have been doing with them. So that bag cost me $10. So I got 1, 2. Oh, I forgot to show you. I got little ceramic vintage ornaments that are hand painted, and then a wooden ornament. So I'm gonna count this as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $1. Okay, so $1 cost of goods. That's better than I thought. I thought my cost of goods were gonna be way more than that. So that's awesome. The next store I went to is a store where I can put all the clothing in a bag, but not the hard goods. So I am gonna show you the clothing first. I just felt like, on this day, I just wasn't finding like amazing, like, you know how when you just find that 1 or 2 really amazing pieces and it kind of just gets you going for the day. And even though you might find bread and butter items, you know, otherwise, you still feel really good about the haul because you know you got some good pieces. I just don't know that I've got any, I don't know. I just remember feeling like, it's all okay. Okay, so at this thrift store, they have a whole bin of socks. And every once in a while, I'll find some smart wool socks in there or expensive Bombas, expensive socks for ourselves. And I found this, looks like brand new pair of Nike socks. These probably were in a bag. They actually look like they have not been worn. So I'm gonna wash them and put them in my husband's pile. And then they also had a pair of these soft Ugg, really comfy Ugg socks. So I'm gonna wash them. I don't really wear these. My feet get too hot in the wintertime. I like just wearing my slippers, but I thought my mother-in-law might like these, or my little niece, she might like them. So I thought I didn't want to just leave them there. Matilda Jane is it's kind of like an MLM, really, but they sell boutique clothing, kind of like, it reminds you of boutique style clothing. So this is some little girls' shorts. They were worn quite a bit. You can tell they are size 6. And, well, let's see. That says size 6. But this says 2. Whatever that means. But they're the same size. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means, but very cute. Very cute. And then they have little boy clothes. This is a Chaps 24 months. Look at those little shorts and that belt. So cute. And then they had some little Tommy Hilfigers that were 18 to 24 months. So I'll probably group them together as well. And then this is I told you just the other day, employee shirts sell pretty good for me. They're bread and butter. But Supplement Superstore, it's an employee shirt, I feel like. So I'm going to list it as such. Definitely $8 to $10. Here is another flannel, just a Walmart brand. I had room, so I stuffed it in there. I probably won't sell my Walmart ones on eBay. I'll probably just save them for the end of the year sale. This is a vintage basic editions, size large, pink short sleeve sweater, and it's light pink and it's got hearts on it. I thought it was really cute for like Valentine's Day. Oh, that's a hair. Very cute. I loved it. Here is a beautiful Saks Fifth Avenue 100% silk tank top. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Maybe I need to try that on. That is so pretty. It was hidden. It was hidden. And it was like, I was like, Saks Fifth Avenue. So pretty. I really do need to probably look into that. And then all I got was 2 pair of men's Levi's. And they are bigger sizes. They took a lot of the room up in this bag. And sometimes when I'm able to get more than one bag, that's like in one bag I can fit a lot of stuff in, and then one bag might have some bigger pieces in it, but it can usually all average out to around $1 cost of goods. So when I get one bag, it's kind of hard when I have big pieces. But these are men's Levi's 501s. They are the button fly, and they are size 40-34. And I've got 2 of them, and they are in really good condition. So I didn't get much in this lot, I don't feel like. So on this one, I might actually have to dedicate, like $3 cost of goods to the jeans and then average the rest of them out. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, and then I got the 2 pair of socks. So I might average them out a little bit different, just based off of, a big old, I thought there was a hole in those, but it's not. Big old pair of jeans versus little kids' clothes. So I might have to kind of apply a certain figure to the jeans. But roughly a $1 cost of goods for each item. So that's good. And then that same thrift store, I got some hard goods. So let me find them. Oh, here's some. Okay, so I got a Lily Pulitzer beach towel that she charged me $1 for. It's definitely faded. Definitely. But it has the Lily. And I might actually keep that for myself because it's one of those huge. And then look at this ashtray, mid-century ashtray. I'm finding some good mid-century pieces lately. I love the green and the turquoise together. $3 is what that was. The lady working is one of my very favorites. She's just so nice. And sometimes she, like yesterday, here it is. She gave me a senior discount, even though I'm not a senior. Maybe she thinks I am, because I actually get asked that a lot. Are you 50 yet? Which really makes me sad because I'm not. I am getting close, but I'm not. So, women want to look younger than what they are, but clearly people can tell I'm almost there. But I think it's because she likes me, so she gave me the discount. So I actually saved 75% off, or sorry, 25% off. So that bag of clothes was only $7.50. I forgot that she did that. This 75 cents. That's amazing. So yeah, she gave me 25% off of that. And then I also got this beautiful clear pitcher that was they only had marked $3, and I thought it was just so pretty. There is some scratches on it, but I think it'll sell well in my flea market booth. But I actually thought, because my son is getting married, and so I know we're gonna have showers and things like that. So I thought maybe I should hang on to it to put like lemonade or sangria in or something. So there's that. All right, was that all? That may have been all I got there, y'all. I feel like I got more though. I feel like I got more there. Yeah, no, that was it for that store. Okay, so the next store I got, I don't know if you remember this, but I got these at, no, I think they were in that haul that got messed up. Okay, so last time I was at the store, I got 2 of these, and I asked the lady, do you have any other colored glasses back in the back? And she said, no. She said, there was a pack of 8 there, but someone must have left you only 2. And I said, oh, darn it. Well, I went in and there were 6. So I think she was confused. So I bought 6 more of these. I originally got 2 on my last haul. These were $1 a piece. And you know me and colored glass, I'm just saving it for a rainy day. But I know I got 6 of them. I'm trying to see if I got something else. Oh, I got this one. There's only 1 of these, and it's green, and it's kind of reminds you of like a beer glass in a way, but it's green as well, so it kind of matches. So I think the rest of these are just, yeah, the rest of these are just those other cups. So I paid $1 each for all of those. And then I got this gorgeous picnic basket for $10, and it has the inside tray. It's in great condition, just a couple scratches on the top. This chair, you guys, I love this chair. I wish I could put it in my house, but almost sounds like someone's here. My husband and I don't exactly agree on some design ideas, okay? I'm gonna say that. So this would be a no for him, a straight no, and it's super bold, so I can't get away with it. Okay. What else I got at that same thrift store? I bought more here than I have in a while. So belts are $1. I bought this Tommy Hilfiger leather belt, very pretty. I want to start looking more at the belts because I feel like I miss out on a lot of them, and sometimes they can be a quick flip. So this is a size 34 Tommy Hilfiger, very nice. And then I got this brand, it looks brand new, Dickies, and it's black, like a black matte, which I thought was really cool. And it is a size 50, so it's a pretty big Dickies belt, but I need to get those listed. Easy flips. If you don't list it, you can't sell it, so, okay. And then their hats are $2 a piece, and I got a Willie Nelson. These are new, Vexus Boats, Anglers in Action Tournament Trail, brand new, and another Vexus Boats. Those were $2 each. And the Willie Nelson actually looks like it hadn't been worn, even though I can't say that it's new. Okay, and then my husband is a painter, and so I actually, I've been trying to find some cool little photo frames. This is just really dusty that I can take the glass out and maybe put his art in. And I actually love minis. I told him I want him to paint me some minis for my wall. And how cute is that one? Although most of mine are gold in my house, but I thought these were super cute. And if he doesn't want to use them, then I'll actually sell them in my booth. What else do I got? Oh, I did not look these up, but I need to. All of their silverware is 4 for $1, and these are some Eldon stainless steels. Look at those, aren't they cool? So cool. So I got 3 big spoons, 4 big spoons. I got one large fork, 2 little forks, and then 2 little spoons. So definitely vintage. I'm gonna have to look those up. So $2.25 is my cost of goods. I got a Starbucks tumbler for $1. It does have the lid, but I did notice that it looks like a crack, but it's not cracked. It's just like a scratch, maybe. It doesn't have the straw though. And then I got a, here's the crazy thing. This is not what matches these. Okay, the block is a whole different brand, I believe. This is a different brand. But these 4 they just had an appearance of really pretty. Look at that. And that's so pretty. So I can't even pronounce this. Leclaire. So I can't pronounce it, but Laguiole and Leclaire. So anyway, it seems to be a pretty good brand of knives. They are in amazing condition. So I did pick them up. I'm hoping to list them all 4 together. I can use the block in my booth. Oh, that's a pitchfork thing. And then here's a little, look at that little knife. That's kind of cool. Anyway, they're in beautiful condition. I'll look at this. I'll look this up. Obase or OBASF. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I just know it looked nice. I did run comps on the nice knives, and they seem to be selling. I bought this whole thing for $8. So, okay. And then they also had a little dollar. I never look at their clothes anymore because they just have marked their clothes so much up. But they had a dollar rack, and I really liked this tank for myself, so I bought that for myself, and it's just a Target brand. Okay, and then I went to the Goodwill. Let me go through here. It was 75% off day, but I will say I hardly got any of it for 75% off. I can't even remember the tag that was 75% off. Is it yellow? Let's look. 616. How do I find the numbers? Women's dress, 616, women's dress. Oh, it has the tag ID 083. Okay, so it wasn't yellow. So it's an Andre by Unit. This was 616. Andre by Unit is a good brand. It does have a following. I thought this was really pretty. I'm gonna call it like a shift dress. Long sleeve, animal print. It is lined, and it was in really good condition. So it actually looks like hardly worn. So I did pay full price for that. I paid full price for this one as well. It is an Intro, which is like a boutique brand, but it just 616. Its Intro has a following, the same with Unji. They have followings, but this was just a really pretty boho patchwork dress. Probably listed like $25. Same with this Unji dress. I thought this was so cute. It's a size small. That Intro was a size small too, but look at that. Very cool, kind of like a geometric. The buttons on the front are so cute. So 616 as well. This is J. Jill Skort. This is the Fit A-line knit skort, sorry. Size large. It has a little zipper in the back. Kind of a tropical, kind of reminds you of like a tennis skirt, but it is shorts in the bottom of it. I paid full price for this one. It was $4.83 for J. Jill. Oh, maybe it was red. $4.83. Let's see, 41. No, this was full price. So $4.83. This is a Talbot's size 12 brown midi dress. Isn't that pretty? It just is really pretty. For some reason, I'm really loving brown lately, and I don't look good in it. I definitely don't look good in it, but I feel like brown washes me out, actually. Okay, so this dress I feel like was 75% off. Yes, green. I bet it was. This is a Lulu's. Yes. So it was green. So it cost me $2.61. And it's a Lulu's midi dress, one shoulder. How cute is that? Flowy, $2.61. It says it's a large, but oh my. Whew. I mean, it's a midi. Short. Short. Okay, so speaking of Crown and Ivy, this is like one of the dresses that usually do pretty well. This was 75% off as well, so this cost $2.61. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Really pretty. This was a size large. This was 75% off, and it is a Land's End woman's large. And it's a faux wrap dress. Very cute. Just a knit, midi length. The one thing I don't like is they don't have an extra closure up high on the breast area. So it's like just hanging open, you know. Unless you got some to, you know, keep it closed. But okay. These were 75% off, and they were new with tag. So they are Wrangler Authentics, and 44 by 30. They had them marked $13.77, so I paid $3.44 for them, and they're new with tag. So that's probably, if they wouldn't have been new with tag, I don't know that I would have bought them. So, okay, I did buy two things for myself. Only two. I did pay up for them also. This was a Maurice's size large. If I don't like this, I'm taking it back because I did pay the $4.83. I'm worried about how cropped it is. With high-waisted pants, it won't look bad. But look, I got pants to match them. Look at these. And they are Land's End. They say they're size 14, elastic waist. I paid $4.83 for them, which I was kind of surprised. But they're just nice little tan khaki pants. I'm going to try them on together and see if I like it even. This was so cool. I love this vintage shirt. I did pay full price for this. I paid $4.83. Look at this number. Look at this. So cool. It's like this cropped westerny. I don't even know how to describe it. And if you really look at these patterns, it's almost like a horse. You see it? It's almost like a horse. This is a vintage Carol Little, which I think they did like a Western, made in the USA, 100% rayon, size 12. It has shoulder pads. The back is definitely, but look at them. It looks like horses. Anyway, I wasn't going to leave it because I thought it was amazing, and the buttons are even more amazing. Look at that. Okay. And then my last piece I got there was a Talbot's. T by Talbot's. This is a size large. I did pay full price, $4.83, and it's skort. Very cute blue. How cute is that? Like a periwinkle and then a navy. So definitely has the shorts underneath them. All right, so that was my Goodwill haul. I did not spend a whole lot. I've been spending though, and I gotta slow my roll. Slow my roll. Okay, I need my Coke Zero, which is over here. Oh. Okay, I've got one more haul to show. Okay. I just got back from going to Red Rack, which is the old DAVs. They're Red Racks here in Missouri. That's where I got this beauty of a chair. I paid $100 for it, which was way high. But I really think I could turn around and flip it for like $225, maybe even more. It doesn't have a brand on it. I could even put it on Cherish for $500. I've never shipped furniture like using like a drop shipper. I know Cherish, the shipping, I don't know. I know other resellers do it all the time. So it's getting over that fear of doing it, because I have a storage unit to be able to store furniture and higher end items, and then, you know, being able to hold on to them and ship them when they sell. Being able to go to fairs and taking big pieces like this. I would love to do that. I would love to do that one day. So anyway, I went ahead and just did it. And I picked up my booth check from April yesterday, and my booth check was $170. And I thought, what the heck? I'm gonna buy something to make more money on. So that's what I did. So yeah, I wish I could fit her in my house because I really love her. So, okay. But while I was there, I'll show you what else I got. This is designer, and it smells like a smoker's house, so I know I'm gonna have to do some leather conditioning to it. Let me know, like, this is suede, but look at this. I saw this made in Italy. So now the one thing is this seems to kind of be, I don't know if that was made that way. I don't think it was. Oh, well, it's like that on both sides. So maybe it is. But this is is it Miu Miu? Is that how you say that? Miu Miu? I don't know. MIU. It's made in Italy. And this is a belt. And it seems to be maybe a vintage belt. And I looked at comps. And comps, of course, I undid it. So now I can't do it back. Okay, let's do this. Well, that one's easy. It's this one that's being tricky. I don't know why it's being tricky. There we go. There it goes. Look at this belt, you guys. So it's a designer belt. Freaking amazing is what it is. And I looked up these belts, and comps are really high, like 100 plus. I'm not sure about this belt. I'm gonna run comps on it, but that made me go ahead and just pick it up. There seems to be kind of a scratch. It does smell like smoke. I'm gonna have to put some love into this. And I did watch someone, and they used some vinegar water, and they kind of lightly washed the leather. And I'm not sure, since both sides seem to kind of have that give. I want to almost say it was like that, because both sides on the ends are like that, right where that turn is. But is this not amazing? So pretty. I actually was like, please let this be my size, because I think it's fun. I just want to wear it, right? I paid $9.99, so I did pay up. So I'll have to keep you updated on that. Then I got this very primitive, I'm going to call this primitive wooden box basket with a hand-forged handle. And I did pay up for this. I paid $10.98, but these primitive items like this can do really well. I'm just going to take my wood conditioner and really try and make it look better. I thought maybe this would be an item for Cherish as well. I can list up that maybe a designer might be interested in. But look at that hand-forged handle. Just beautiful. I think that's so beautiful. So I'm really trying to work on upping my game in pieces like this. Looking for really rare, unique pieces that I can list up and, you know, maybe put just a little bit of love in it to really up the game a little bit. I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are. Would you have picked this up for $10? I just thought hand forged anything is just so gorgeous. I just thought it was really pretty. So there's that. I also got this pair. So cool. The lady ringing me up was like, these can't be full brass, right? I was like, I don't know. But they're vintage elephant book. I'm going to call them bookends. Brass bookends. They're reading books. How cute. How cute is that? They only charged me $9.99 for these. $9.99 for these. Ah, I love it. The bottom says PM Craftsman, Lakeland, Florida. They are, I believe they're full brass, but they're not solid. They're heavy, but they're not solid. I can feel there's some give there. If these were solid, these would be so heavy, and they're still pretty heavy. I'm gonna say it's like 1.5 pounds each. It feels pretty heavy, but if this was straight solid, it would be way heavier than what it is. But look at that, $9.99 for these sweet babies. Oh, I was so excited. So there's that. I spent up at this place. Oh, I was like, oh, please let me have the money in my account. So anyway, okay. And then Calico Critters. I don't know if you're familiar, but Calico Critters, they can do really well, actually. I had been yet to find some Calico Critters pieces. I'm trying to expand my horizons, get into toys, get into jewelry, like pick up finds that I'm scared to pick up, that, you know I have to pay up to make up. So I'm trying to just venture out a little bit, but I was pretty sure this was a Calico Critter when I saw her in there. And then I Google lensed this bookcase and it came back. Someone has it listed for $30. And it's listed as a Calico Critter furniture. So this whole set was only $3.99. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a gamble and I'm just going to see what I can make off of this. So for $3.99, I can do that. And then I got this whole bag of dolls for $13.98, but they're mostly Madame Alexander dolls. Look at those. Some people think they're super creepy, and they can be. Here's a Cupid doll. Isn't that cute? Look at all these dolls for $13. And so I was like, okay, there's a little Precious Moments one. Not that I probably can't make anything. There's a couple. There's a Precious Moments, but maybe so. There's still some collectors, but most of them are Madame Alexanders. So I will comp them. I sell Madame Alexander in my booth as well, but some of these looked really good. So even if I sold all these for $5 a piece, I mean, I'm like majorly making my money back. So that's speaking a lot, because there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's at least 12 in here. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe some of them could be worth a lot. We'll see. I don't know. I'm sure I do know a lot of the Madame Alexander dolls. They don't make a whole lot. I have sold them before, but anyway, there's collectors out there. So, okay. And then, oh yeah, this piece was really cool. Guess what I found? I found one of these not too long ago, and I ended up keeping it. And then I found the little baby bottle to it. So here I go, finding another one. A vintage cobalt blue baby milk bottle. This is what they would have delivered the milk in, I think, or what the milk would have came in. It says Brookfield baby top, and it's got a little baby's face. So I actually have one of these that I found. I paid up for it. I paid $8.99, but it seemed like the comps were 30, around 30 plus. So since I already have one, I probably am going to list this one for sale. You don't see these a whole lot. And most of the people I talked to, they had seen the little one before, like way back in the day, but they had not seen a big one. So I think this is kind of a more rare thing. Maybe not in your area, but in my area, I had never seen one until recently. And now all of a sudden, this is my third one. So anyway, very cool piece. I love cobalt blue in my kitchen. So I did keep the first one I found, so I did pay up for that. And then their clothing tags were half off on the greens. So I got this pair of Ralph Lauren Petites, size 10. They were new with tag and they're vintage. So they're old stock, definitely old stock. And they had tried to bring these down to $29.50. But look at these cute capris, wide leg capris, back in style, with the rope as the waist tie, the multiple. Look at that. Very cool. Just so cool. Brand new tag. I paid like, the original tag was $15.98 and I got them for half off today. So I went ahead and picked them up. I love old stock, like new stock. And then you guys, I think this is a magnificent piece. I'm going to have to look her up, but look at this hippie. Look at her. She's like a handmade doll. She's got her rings on. She's got a bracelet. She has got a toe ring, guys. She's articulated. Such a cool piece. She's got this cool necklace on. Oh, let me get it around. So this was in the toy section. I don't think it's technically meant to be a toy, but I love the red hair too. My son is a redhead. So I looked up, I just did a Google search, and dolls kind of like this were selling like 90s. That's what they have them listed for. And I was in a hurry, so I didn't like go to the solds. But I saw what they were listed at, and I thought, which she has a different look about her, right? She definitely has a different look. So I was like, I'm going to have to look into this. Look at the detail of her clothing. I mean, this is just amazing. Her pants like are stuck on. But I paid $4.97. I'm going to give it a chance. Look at her little pants. I love her. Like, she's like my soul sister, you know? I'm like, well, maybe I should keep her. She can be my inspiration. But no, if she sells for that much, she gone if she sells for that much. But look at that. Isn't that so cool? She's got rings on. I don't know. She's totally articulated, except for her elbows are not, but her shoulder is. But she's such a cool find. Anyway, so that was my find today. That's what I got. So this week I'm working the rest of the week. I'm on day shift, and so I'm going to come up with a game plan today. I've already been thinking about, how I'm going to list, when I'm going to do my videos, just my day-to-day, what that's going to look like. And so I've already been working on that in my brain. And so I'm also trying to get my house in order and post some stuff for sale today and have some drafts ready and things like that. So anyway, all the positive vibes and prayers. I believe in prayer. So all the positive vibes and prayers my way that I can start this new adventure. And I'm still a hospice nurse. I'm just gonna function in a different way. And I've been working on my own, because with on-call nursing, you're on your own. Like you have to go out and go to a crisis and provide interventions to get that patient comfortable, to help their family. You're on a mission, you know? Same thing, hospice nursing, you're on a mission all the time to do those things. But as an on-call nurse in the middle of the night, it's a little bit different. And so I have loved being able to kind of do that on my own. And, you know, sometimes it's difficult when you don't have a backup person to like, I need another adult's advice, you know? So sometimes it can be hard, but you know, with my history with EMS, I was a paramedic for 11 years. So it just really fit. I just kind of was used to that role of going into a home with crisis. And so this is just a new adventure. You know, I stepped away. I took a step away from leadership, from corporate nursing. And I really feel like God had a hand in that, because it just was so miserable that I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't care that I'm taking a $30,000 a year pay cut. And so with every change I've had also comes pay cut. And so, you know, it's like you think you make it and you make all this money and it doesn't provide you more happiness. So I have learned that the hard way, and I just feel like I'm just on another journey, and I know God will provide, and I've got to do the work clearly and put in work, but I just hope that I can have some form of happiness and lifestyle with my career and it doesn't consume me. So anyway, all your thoughts, good vibes. I would much appreciate that. And let me know your favorite thing from this haul. My favorite thing is the chair. It's the chair. But, you know, I'm thinking she's number 2 because she's just so freaking cool. But anyway, thank you. God bless. And have a good one. I'll see you later.